Yo, what is up guys? So welcome back to another F123 Fitno for today. So we're at Spain this time for another social race at Spain, at Catalunya. So yeah, so I thought let's give it another social race on the go. So yeah, so we're doing short qualifying right now, so in 80 minutes of short quali. So yeah, so just make sure I get everything right, make sure normal. As we come towards my hot lap, this guy just went straight off at turn 12, if I get that correctly, when I was just about to start my lap. So yeah, anyway, so this is the first time well, going past the chicane right now. Well, it used to be on F122, but now we don't have chicane anymore, so that's even better. So I was just about to start my lap, I meant to say. I got a nice tow from this guy who crashed at turn 12. Managed to get a nice tow down towards turn 1, so that might got me a advantage there in the straight. So first 3 turns very nicely, so not too bad. So I'll take that all day. So yeah, just trying to get a banker in and hope it's okay. I'm feeling a bit, not 100% for the past few days, so it's just, I am trying my best, it's just, I just need a rest for a few days and I decided to give this a go, and I didn't even practice on Monday, the day before this, because I was just feeling a bit weird, and feeling a bit not 100%, I was ill on Sunday evening, so, after work. So I decided to practice on the day instead of doing it Monday. So I decided to have a rest day on Monday. Like that. So as I come towards the 9, and it's only P11, so I thought it was an okay lap, but it's just wasn't enough anyway. And then my second one was a bit of a mess, so didn't get a good time. So it would have been 2 tenths quicker. So I would have been P11 anyway if I did manage to get a good nap in. Would have been top 10 if I managed to get a good second run in. But it's fine. P14's on the grid. I'm okay with it. So as the race began, so there's no formation lap this time. So a little bit different today. So yeah, so 5 nights are out. And away we go at Spain. So not a good start, but and then you got 2 guys jump to start, so at least I got 2 places at once. Come towards turn 1, I'm just trying to make it nice and steady through there, make sure I don't get damage. So very nicely through there. Some guys behind me are on sauce, and Thomas pushed him out. So it got me the inside at turn 4. And then he's trying to fight me back. So I was like, alright, fair enough. I mean, I'm not trying to take him out. It's just, it feels like some people are just, don't know what they're doing. Just trying to mess around in that. I made a mistake at turn 9. I don't know how that happened there. I mean, I don't know how it happened. So come towards turn 10, and so kind of made a mistake there, and then I got tangled by someone. So yeah, so back to P20. So not a good first snap for me. So it was an okay first 2 sectors, but yeah, I messed up at turn 10 a little bit. So yeah, so what can I do from P20 after the first snap? So I'm starting on the hard, so at least I got the tyre advantage, so at least I can go a little bit longer than the soft tyres. So because soft tyres had to come in a bit earlier, so at least I've got the tyre wear advantage. So yeah, so I'm just gonna do the best I can. See how I go from there, and see go. So as we skipped on to lap 3, one guy made a mistake. One guy had a drive through, so he pitted in on lap 2. Wolves made a mistake on lap ago. As I come towards 2 corners, nasty corners, the safety cars come out because of Thomas crashed into the pit entry. So I thought that was quite funny, and when I went past it, and I was like, how did that happen? And then this guy decided to retire, so I got confused for a second, and I was like, okay, so that got me a free price to P16 after two of them decided to call it a day. So as we skip to the restart, I decided not to come in because I was on the hard tyres, so there's no point coming in just yet. Decided to stay out. So I'm in P13 at this stage, so I think some guys are pitted. Of course they're on the soft tyres, so maybe that's why. So on the restart, I had an okay restart, so I was kind of a safe gap behind me, so I wasn't using my ears that much. I was just saving what's ahead of me, because some of the guys were batting ahead, as you can see right now. I was just trying to stay out of trouble and see how it goes from there. And then that guy went wide, so got me a brace. And then that guy's on the softs. Decided to go around the outside, just there. I did give him space though. And then as we come towards turn 7, a virtual came out. So it's only been 30 seconds on the restart. Of course, one guy DNF'd, and it turns out it's a safety car. So another safety car. So no surprise there. So as we skip to lap 9, on the restart once again, decided not to come in this time, so there's no point coming in just yet. Because you're on the hard tyres, there's no point coming in. So I was trying to get a good exit, and it feels like I accelerated a tiny bit too early there, so... And I had nowhere to go, so I was boxed in, so I was like, okay, I'll just save my EOS a little bit. And then I decided to wait till... And then that guy made a mistake there, so I managed to get through there. Well, he's on the soft tyres, so I don't know why he's trying to attack me already. And he almost pushed me off at turn 4, right there. So I was kind of a little bit annoyed at that. And then I had to give him space on the inside, because he's on mediums. And I decided to do a switchback at turn 7 and 8, and it was very nice. Around the outside at turn 9, and I managed to get him. Did use a bit of EOS just to get momentum. So now I just need to try settle in a race, and hopefully it goes okay from there. Yeah, so I'm not doing too bad at this stage, so no damage so far. Right, so I decided to save my ERS because there's no point using it, so because I need to save it as much as I can. As come towards turn 1, this guy went for it and nearly took me out of the race. So I had to give them the space, anchoring in the inside as well. And then the safety car has come out again. And then I lost the praise to that guy, who's just been overtaken 2 people on the safety car. So I'm not sure he nails that. So yeah, very cheeky move there. I'm not sure he didn't give me the price back, but I think he's got a penalty anyway. So I think he has a penalty or something. I don't know. Well, he's got 8 seconds, 3 seconds onto his name, so something like that. So yeah, he might have a penalty anyway. So as it comes towards the restart once again for the 3rd time in this race, on that 13. I'm in P8 at this stage, so not doing too bad. I think one of the guys pitted a bit earlier. I think 2 guys pitted onto the mediums, but it feels like the mediums is a bit too, well, I mean, it won't make it to the end, so I decided to stay on the hards a bit longer, so, because there's no point going on the mediums just yet. If there's another safe car, that would be fantastic, so I can... If it's lap 17, that'd be fantastic for me. I can just go onto the mediums and then go to the end of the race on those tyres. So I'll be okay with that. So as come towards turn 4, got these two Audi guys are fighting. Then those two crashed out, so he's retired. So I was like, that was a lucky escape for me. So I was very lucky there. So luckily I managed to get 2 places there into P6 right now at this. So I'm kind of P6 at the moment, so not too bad. So through the middle sector nicely. Yeah, so this race was kind of, I wouldn't say not the craziest race so far, but it could be the craziest race so far. So come towards, down towards the last 2 corners. Yeah, that happens. Well, I have 2 questions on my mind when I got spun again. Is why is she done that? And 2, that's not even an overtake spot. It doesn't make sense. I don't understand why she went for that move. It's not even an overtaking spot. She could have waited at turn 1 or something at this corner right now. I mean, how hard can it be? I'm not sure whose fault that was. I think it kind of my fault because I didn't give her the space, or him, whatever. I don't know, whatever. Blah blah blah. Well, it feels like that was a stupid move to do that. You could have waited at turn 1, and then I would have been alright with that. I would have given her the space at turn 1, and I would have been fine. I'm not trying to be rude or something, but it feels like she could have waited at turn 1, and then I would have been fine with that, because I know she's fast, I know she's very quick, I know she's in Division 1 or blah blah blah. I know some of the Division 1 drivers are in there, like hashtag, FOLO, and also that game tag as well, who set the fastest lap. So as we move on to 5 laps later, nothing's going along. So there's no safety car at this stage. I was like, okay, I might try go as long as I can on the hards, and then maybe go on the softs at the end. Maybe that's what I was thinking of. That's kind of my plan, really. So as I come towards turn 12 once again, so I was on the inside this time. I was kind of in an awkward place to do that. I don't know what just happened there. I don't understand why some people just go for it in a weird way. So I decided to come in for the softs anyway, because I was kind of a little bit annoyed at this stage, and I was kind of lost it at this stage, because I don't know what was wrong with these people in this lobby. Like, one guy, he took me out of turn 1, and then she spun me around at turn 13, and then this guy almost took me out of the same corner again on the turn 13. I don't know what's wrong with these people, man. It's just, it feels like I can't race in this lobby. It feels like I was in open lobbies in this session. So I decided to, well, one guy's already decided to DNF'd himself from the race. That gives me P13 at this stage. So I'm on the soft tyres, so I decided to go for the fastest lap on this lap to see what is the fastest lap I can do. Yeah, so as this race is going along, we're using multiplayer abilities for this one. It's because we're not using team liberties for this one, like we did in Austria last week and Qatar 2 weeks ago. It's because there's a bug from the tyre wear system from the game, so that is why we're not using team liberties for today. We're using World F1 cars liberties this time, so that's why I'm using the McLaren Triple Crown liberty for this race. I thought I'd just use it as just for fun. I really like it. I don't mind this liberty actually. So I've done the 14.6 just now, across the 9. So that is kind of my fastest lap of the race. So I do have the pace. It's just I just couldn't understand what's going on in that race. It feels like it went madness, and then it went to like weirdness, and then also it went wrong way. Hashtag set the fast lap of the race. So skip a few laps later. So according towards where the chicane is, Wolves made a mistake there. Kind of weird place to crash at that stage, going off that way. Maybe he's lost the, I don't know, maybe he's lost the traction or something, I don't know. Kind of in a weird way, but he's already pitting for the softs anyway, so he's been on hards all this time. So I was pitted on that 20, I think it was, if I get that right, to go on the softs, because softs don't make it to the end though. I could have came in, and I was going to come in at 21 to make it to the end, but I decided to come in at 20 because I was kind of annoyed at this stage. So coming towards the end of the race now, got my second warning already, but my first warning was on lap 2, where Wolves got spun and then kind of couldn't see the corner at one stage, and then I turned a little bit too early, and then that's how I got the warning from. So yeah, thanks for that. So yeah, so let's move on that 28, the end of that 28. That's why I'm saying I'm using this McLaren Triple Crown Liberty for today's vid note. I don't know, I thought I'd just spice up a little bit, and also the tyre wear issue is a bug in the game. Hopefully they will fix it as soon as possible. I'm not sure when the next patch will be, but hopefully soon as possible maybe, because they should be fixing it by now. So yeah, back into this race. Got no penalties to my name. One guy spun, that put me into P11. So I might have a chance to P10 here, so I might have a chance for a top 10 finish here if I carry on like this. So as come towards turn 5, a virtual safety car has come out. So only 3 laps to go, quite surprisingly. Well, I decided not to come in because there's no point, so I decided to stay out because I'm already on sauce anyway. Well, at least it'll help my EOS a little bit. So I think one guy's pitting already, so I think he might make a mistake, or maybe he's just trying to get the fastest lap, I don't know. Maybe the fastest lap, maybe, I don't know, something like that. And then as I come towards the third sector, the virtual safe car is coming to an end. So I decided, well, it was good timing with the data, so I decided to react my data to make sure it's on 1/10, because if it's over a second, I've messed it up, so like that. So the other guy's pitting as well onto the sauce, so I'm into the top 10 already. So not too bad though at this stage. So I might get P9, so I'm kind of P9 at the moment, so I'm kind of okay with that. After 2 spins, 3 safety cars, 1 virtual. At least I got no damage though, that's the main thing. Damage was on in this race, but luckily I didn't get damage, so I was quite surprised for that. And as come towards this bit, we've got a back marker, so right there. So that got me the DRS, so that kind of got me the advantage there, so that helps me a little bit. So I come towards catching up to this guy. I might get him at the turn 1, just to make it safe. Just trying to he's got no EOS left. I've got about 20% F. Made a mistake there, but that's fine. I'm in the DOS zone. As I come towards the DOS zone now, if you look at the looking at the straight line speed, look at that. I just went past him like a train there, so passed him very nicely through there. And we got another retirement from the race, so I mean he got spun by this guy I just overtook, so at least it's not my fault that time. Yeah, so it was crazy in that race. I say this is the craziest social race so far in this game. Out of social races so far, I meant to say. This might be the craziest social race so far. Qatar was only like 1 safety car. Austria was no safety car. This one's got like 3 safety cars in this race, so I was quite surprised. So I wasn't expecting to be like 3 safety cars or something in a dry race. Because I remember when we did a Spain in round 3 in A&L, it was like, I think it was like 4. I think it was like 3 full safety cars in a wet race, and I managed to get a good result from that. It's not because of the setup; it's because of I was doing really well. It's coming towards the last lap now. This guy who's on fresh tyres, so there's no point. Yeah, there's no point fighting him. So he's got the DRS. He's got no EOS as well, but there's no point of that. So I decided to let him go past. He's got a 3-second penalty anyway, so I thought I might be okay with that to get P9. So I thought, alright, there's no point fighting him. So I would have fight a little bit, but this is the last lap anyway, and I decided there's no point. And then this guy who won, so fair play to him. So like that. Wolves is retired from the race, so at the end of the race, so I was quite surprised. Just trying to hold on from this guy, so I should be okay because he's got a penalty anyway, so there's no. Just use my EOS a bit. So yeah, so it turns out I'm finished P9 if I manage to stay under 3 seconds. And then this guy, FLO, crashed at the last corner or something at the end, and that puts me into P7. Quite surprisingly, so yeah, I did finish P7, so I was quite surprised there. I don't know why he crashed. I don't understand that. Maybe they just can't be bothered to finish. But yeah, I'll take P7 from 2 spins in that race. I'll take it all day. So yeah, so P7 in that race, no penalties. I'll take that all day. So yeah, so that's the vid note for this one. So make sure you like, subscribe to the channel, I appreciate it a lot. So that'll give me support, and I'm doing the best I can. And make sure you subscribe, like the vid note, notifications as well. I'll appreciate it a lot. You'll see more vid notes like this in the future, or a few weeks time, whatever like that. So yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next vid note. See you guys next time for F123, and hope you guys have a nice day, enjoy your day, and see you later.